Hello everyone, welcome to Aspire Academy. Today we are going to deal with viruses and lichens, which is the part of biological classification, and in that जो classification system R.H. Whitaker ने दिया है, in that classification system virus and lichens are not included, but still they are the living organisms, so we have to study them. So जो 5 kingdom classification है उससे apart है ये, so we'll see what is the different criteria, characteristic features of viruses and then the lichens. So viruses, okay, these are the group of the organism, ठीक है, ये अल्ट्रा माइक्रोस्कोपिक है, ना ही ये प्लांट्स कैटेगरी में आते हैं, ना ही एनिमल्स, ना ही फंजाई, ओके. So they are non-cellular and highly infectious agent, no doubt. The viruses, they are infectious agent, and until and unless they are within the living organism body, जब तक वो external environment में पाए जाते हैं, so it cannot harm us until and unless it is present or entering in the living cell. So we can say virus is a group of ultra microscopic, non-cellular, okay, and highly infectious agent that multiply very fast intracellularly. मतलब intra, when it enter the cell के अंदर में जैसे enter करते हैं, so intracellular जो multiplication है उनका बहुत fast होता है, and that means inside the living host without involving the growth and the division. कोई division, कोई growth नहीं, बल्कि it starts multiplying very fast. Now outside the host body they are inert particle. Outside the host body किसी organism के body में नहीं है, until and unless it is outside the body they are harmless, okay. Thus they are regarded as an intermediate between non-living and the living organism. So non-living and living के बीच का intermediate connection बोला जाता है इन्हें. And the name viruses means, what does the term virus means? Venom or poison, okay. Either you can call it venom or poisonous fluid, and this statement was given, ठीक है, ये चीज किसने बोला? लुइस पास्चर ने. Okay, Pasteur has said about the virus that it is venomous, it is poisonous. Now, M.W. Benjamin, okay, he demonstrated that the extract of the infected plant of tobacco, okay, tobacco plant जो कि affected है, so that are cause of the infections in the healthy plant. So he demonstrated, the scientist, Benjamin, he demonstrated that the extract of the infected plant of the tobacco could cause the disease in the healthy plant. Healthy tobacco plant में भी infection carry हो सकता है only because of the extract which has been taken from the diseased plant. Now W.M. Stanley shows that viruses could be crystallized, and crystal consists of large amount of protein. So viruses, they are made up of protein simply. Now, we'll see what are the different sizes and the shapes of the viruses. Viruses are ultra microscopic, okay? With the simple microscope, we cannot see them. But the ultra microscope can help us to see the viruses, and even their body are made up of nucleoprotein. Okay, nucleic acid and the protein part is present. Now, shapes are variable. Variable shapes of the viruses, brick shape के भी होते हैं, smallpox के virus. Okay, spherical shape viruses, they are influenza virus. Okay, so influenza, this is spherical shape, spherical. ठीक है, spherical, and helical shape में आ जाता है tobacco mosaic virus, TMV. Okay, now binal, that is bacteriophage. ये bacteriophage का structure different है. Influenza, then this is adenovirus, then HIV, hepatitis B. ठीक है, ये सारे viruses, they are little bit differing in the structure and the size, shape. Now, even Ebola virus, we can say elongated hai. Okay, so this was the size and the shape. Now the structure. Viruses, we know they are made up of the nucleic acid, nucleoprotein का बना है, ठीक है. So that nucleic acid is containing what? DNA or RNA. वो nucleic acid जो present है viruses में, that is either DNA or RNA. And even they are the virus structure, they have envelope, capsid, and the enzymes. Okay. Now this is a simple diagram of virus. Now we can see जो outermost circular structure आप देख रहे हो, okay, viral का envelope है, virus envelope, that is known as viral envelope. Then glycoprotein is also surrounding the whole virus cell. ठीक है, glycoprotein attachment है and protein. These are the, ये जो circular shape में आप देख रहे हो externally, these are protein. Then the virus envelope is there. And in the center we can see जो nucleoid वाला part है, that is being surrounded by capsid. तो जो nuclear part है, that is surrounded by a capsid. Now the genetic material जो होगा वो RNA होगा, and either RNA or DNA. Now we can see reverse transcriptase. These enzymes are also present within the a simple structure of the जो viruses है, you can see that. Now envelope. The envelope or the covering of the whole this virus is the outermost loose covering present in some animal virus. Outermost loose covering, ये part हो गया circular covering. Okay, example HIV virus rarely plant में present होता है and bacterial viruses में. Okay, but HIV virus में ये circular envelope is present. Now it is made up of the protein. And the protein is of viral origin. Okay, and protein है, lipids है, carbohydrates है of the host. Now outgrowth is called spikes. Okay, so यहाँ पे जैसे आप देख रहे हो glycoprotein है and there is also spikes present which is surrounding the whole virus. Now the spikes may or may not be present. किसी viruses में present होते भी है, किसी में नहीं. The envelope protein has subunit called peplomers. जो आप देख रहे हो envelope का protein है from which the whole virus envelope is made, that is made up of a smaller subunit, and that smaller subunit are known as peplomers. Okay, so a virus without an envelope is naked virus. Okay, these are the basic thing about viruses structure. Now capsid. Capsid is also present in most of the viruses. We can see जहाँ पे nuclear material को cover up करता है. So we can say the capsids, they are the proteinaceous substance या proteinaceous nature के होते हैं capsids. Okay, and covering the whole genetic material of the virus. Virus का जो पूरा genetic material है उन्हें cover up कौन करता है? This capsid. So capsids have protein subunit. These capsids are made up of the protein part. ठीक है, छोटे छोटे जो protein part आप देख रहे हो, it is known as capsomers. Now it was found that in tobacco mosaic virus TMV में क्या देखा गया? There is about 2130 capsomers were present जिससे TMV बना है. Now capsid protein, जो capsid में protein है, they have antigen properties also. Now we'll come to the enzymes which is present in the virus. So these are rare lysozymes. जो enzymes होते हैं, these are working as a lysozymes and found in bacteriophage. So this is about the enzymes जो कि lysozymes के जैसा वर्क करता है. They are bacteriophage में present होते हैं. Reverse transcriptase enzyme. ठीक है, this reverse transcriptase enzyme which you are seeing, okay, this catalyzes RNA and DNA synthesis. तो इसका काम क्या है? DNA and RNA synthesis को enhance करना, and it is found in some RNA virus like HIV. So you can see यहाँ पे DNA नहीं है, इसका genetic material में क्या है? RNA. Okay, this RNA is a genetic material, and with this RNA there is present reverse transcriptase. क्या present है? Reverse transcriptase enzyme which is helping in the or catalyzing the synthesis of RNA. Okay, और अगर DNA होता तो DNA के भी synthesis को enhance करता है. Now this was about the enzyme. Now we'll see what is nucleoid. Nucleoid किसे कहते हैं? Okay, the central जहाँ पे genetic material present होता है, which comprises of the whole genetic material, that is known as the nucleoid. Now it represents simply the genetic material which is either DNA, या तो DNA genetic material होता है virus में, और RNA. So DNA is deoxyvirus and RNA क्या हो गया? Ribovirus होगा. लेकिन क्या है कि both DNA and RNA will not be present in any of the virus. Either DNA or RNA as a genetic material might be present. Now nucleoid is infective part. The most infective part is this nucleoid, जहाँ पे genetic material होता है. So the genetic material of the virus can be of 4 different types. Okay, so double stranded DNA भी हो सकता है, एंड सिंगल स्ट्रैंडेड भी डीएनए हो सकता है. So double stranded DNA, which is found in which of the virus? That is pox virus and hepatitis B virus. Pox and hepatitis B में देखा गया है कि double stranded वाला DNA present होता है. And in single stranded DNA is present in coliphase virus. Coliphase virus. Now next comes double stranded RNA. अब double stranded RNA genetic material is present in reovirus. Okay. Now single stranded RNA भी present होता है in tobacco mosaic virus. TMV में single strand है. Okay, so these are the common things about the nucleoid, different types of the nucleoid. Again in this diagram also you can see यहाँ पे outermost envelope है. This is the outermost envelope. Then after that is the capsid which is surrounding the nuclear material. Now here inner capsid is also there. Then capsid के अंदर क्या present है? Nucleoid, that is the genetic material. Now nucleoid में यहाँ पे आप देख रहे हो double stranded DNA is present. Double stranded DNA और ये ज्यादातर या तो pox virus में होता है या तो hepatitis B virus में होते हैं. Now the different types of the virus is also there. So that based on the types of host, किस तरह के host पे present होते हैं these virus. So type of the host को अगर आप लेके करोगे, okay, so virus are of different types. Now, plant virus, they are known as phytophage. Plant में जितने viruses पाए जाते हैं, they are known as phytophage. Animal viruses, they are known as zoophage. Okay, then bacteriophage and cyanophage will go on. So, plant virus, that is the phytophage, these viruses are, they principally, they attack the plant. इनका role होता है plant को attack करना. Okay, so like the potato, mostly potatoes, wheat, okay, rice, they are affected by the infectious viruses. So mosaic virus. Okay, now animal virus जो कि zoophage we are calling it. So ये काम क्या करते हैं? They are attacking the animals. Okay, like poliomyelitis. Okay, polio virus हो गया. Now influenza virus ये animals को attack करता है, animals को influenza होता है. Okay, polio also. Now the bacteriophage, as the name suggests, they are affecting the bacteria. So these virus infect the bacteria. Example T2, ठीक है, lambda phase, ये सब ऐसे bacteriophage. That means they are affecting the bacteria. Now cyanophage, मतलब कुछ virus जो cyano, that means blue green algae को affect करते हैं, उन्हें infect करते हैं. So these viruses infect blue green algae like LPP1, तो ये virus का नाम है SM1. ये these are the virus which are affecting the blue green algae. Now zymophage, zymophage किन्हें infect करते हैं? Yeast, yeast को infect करता है. Now mycophage, these are affecting the fungal or these are the fungal viruses, means they are affecting the fungus. Fungus को affect करता है mycophage, yeast को affect करता है zymophage. Okay, bacteriophage, that means they are affecting the bacteria. Cyanophage, that means affecting the blue green algae. So on the base of the host on which the host to which they are affecting, the different types of the viruses are these. Now we'll see how do the viruses they reproduce. So there are, it was been noted that there are the two types of the reproduction which is found in the viruses. Two main types, that is phagic and pinocytic. ठीक है, phagic and pinocytic. So in pinocytic reproduction क्या होता है? The whole viruses except the envelope if present passes into the host cell. जो host cell में, ठीक है, except the envelope part, जो outermost circular covering होता है, ठीक है, apart from that rest all part enter the host body. So that type of, and then finally the reproduction goes on. Now in phagic reproduction क्या होता है? Only the nucleoid enter. Okay, so in phagic reproduction only the genetic material enter the host cell और वहां पे host cell में जाके फिर वो multiply होगा. Okay, but अगर वो only the apart from envelope, only envelope has been removed and उसके बाद whatever part is there जो virus का it enter the host cell, तब उन्हें pinocytic बोलते हैं. So phagic reproduction is of two types. Again ये phagic part with two types के होते हैं, either lytic or lysogenic. Okay, lytic and lysogenic. lysogenic. So lytic means यहाँ पे क्या हो गया, lysogenic मतलब degrade करने का काम करेगा. Lytic that means it is just helping in the multiplication. Okay. Now living characteristics of virus. तो लिविंग कैरेक्टरिस्टिक क्या है वायरसेस के, कैसे आप बोल सकते हो कि वायरसेस लिविंग है. Okay, and few characters also suggest that they are non-living. So as we know, they are intermediate between non-living and the living organism. So living character में आ गया, they can reproduce. क्यों बोल सकते हैं कि viruses living हैं? Because they can reproduce using the metabolic machinery of the host cell. जिस भी host cell में enter करेगा, using their host cell machinery, मतलब उनके metabolism को use करके ये अपना growth कर सकता है, multiply कर सकता है. They are sensitive to various environmental condition. जिससे भी ये prove होता है कि yes, they are living. So viruses shows replication also and even mutation. So they get destroyed by UV rays and X-rays. So these shows that they are having the living character. But there are the few characters which shows that they are non-living. They lack cellular structure. Okay, protoplasm नहीं है, and enzyme system is also not there. They do not respire. They can be crystallized like non-living organism के जैसा, not non-living organism, non-living substance के जैसा, they can be crystallized. So we can say they are having the few non-living characters also. Now, there are, apart from virus, थोड़ा हटके, there are the other organism, they are known as viroids. Viroids, what are that? ये भी infectious disease carry करते हैं, ठीक है. These are also causing infectious disease, but little bit different. थोड़े वायरस से अलग होते हैं क्योंकि इनके पास कोई प्रोटीन का कोट नहीं होता है. Okay, so the term viroid has been introduced by T.O. Joyner in 1971 to describe the causal agent of potato spindle tuber disease. Potato में spindle tuber disease पाया गया था पहली बार. So उसे जो introduce उसके बारे में किस वजह से हुआ. Okay, this tuber disease was caused by the viroids और ये साइंटिस्ट ने पता लगाया in 1971. So viroid, these are the smallest known agents of infectious. बहुत small होते हैं and they consist only of naked strand of nucleic acid without any protein coat. So there is the nucleic acid present लेकिन उसके ऊपर कोई प्रोटीन का कोट नहीं होता है. The nucleic acid of all the viroid discovered so far has been shown to consist of single-stranded, linear or circular RNA molecule. So, viroid में क्या देखा गया? ठीक है, उसके जो genetic material है, in that only the single-stranded linear, क्या पाया गया? Single-stranded, okay, linear और सर्कुलर, या तो लीनियर होगा या तो सर्कुलर आरएनए विल बी प्रेजेंट. ओके, ओके, सिंगल स्ट्रैंडेड या तो लीनियर और मे बी इट कैन बी प्रेजेंट सर्कुलर आरएनए कैन बी प्रेजेंट. Now they all cause several important disease of cultivated plant. So cultivated plants में disease carry करते like potato spindle tuber, chrysanthemum stunt means chrysanthemum जो flower है उसका stunt growth होगा, means proper growth नहीं होते हैं because of these viroids. Okay. Now we'll see what are prions. Prions क्या है? They are also causing disease. Okay. किस चीज के बने होते हैं? ग्लाइकोप्रोटीन के बने होते हैं. So they are highly resistant glycoprotein particle which function as a infectious agent. So glycoprotein है जो कि बहुत resistance power है इनके अंदर and they cause infectious disease. Prions are not affected by proteases. मतलब प्रोटीन से बना जो proteases है, nucleases है, enzymes, प्रोटीन जो कट करते हैं enzymes उससे भी affect नहीं होता है. Neither the nucleases, neither the temperature up to 800 degree centigrade का भी temperature इन्हें कोई harm नहीं कर सकता है. Even UV radiations and formaldehyde cannot affect them. So we can say these prions are not affected by neither proteases, nucleases, temperature of about 800 degree centigrade, So they are formed due to mutation in the genes. Gene में mutation हो गया, इसके वजह से ये बनते हैं. Prions can also act as a catalyst, converting normal protein into prion state. ठीक है, normal protein को prion में convert करना. So these one prions will help, and और बहुत सारे prions बनाने में help करेंगे. So prions accumulate in the nervous tissue and bring about the degeneration of the nervous system. अगर किसी organism के nervous system पे, that means they get accumulated, अगर accumulate होता है so nervous system को भी destroy करने लगेगा. So common disease which are caused by these prions are scaperies of sheep, mad cow disease, okay, Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. These are the few diseases which are caused due to these prions. Now, what is lichen? Lichens, they are, we can say, composite organism. Okay, as it is written, they are composite dual organism. Okay, so composite dual organism because it consists of two type of organism. First one is the fungus and the next one is algae. तो fungus और algae का combination से ही बनते हैं lichens, mostly found in the tree जो कि moist branches हो गए उस पे grow करते हैं. So they consist of fungal living organism. Okay, so fungus होता है as a living organism in intimate association with the photosynthetic part. यहाँ पे जो है photosynthetic partners that may be either the green algae or cyanobacterium. So fungus is there and either यहाँ पे आप डाल दो green algae. Okay, green algae, or we can have fungus plus cyanobacteria. Okay, so after this, ये fungus और green algae का combination को भी lichens बोलते हैं, the fungus and the cyanobacteria. So the part here, green algae का काम है photosynthesis perform करना, and by their photosynthesis, they will perform photosynthesis और किसे help मिलेगा? The fungus will get the nutrition because the fungus are the non-green plant. Non-green है तो ये अपना खुद food नहीं बना सकते हैं. So they are dependent, these fungus are dependent on the green algae for the food. Okay. Now the fungal membrane of the lichens, they are known as myobiont. ठीक है, they are known as myobiont. And the fungus part, जो fungus है, ठीक है, they are known as phytobiont. So one is known as fungus को बोलते phytobiont, and the green algae या cyanobacteria भी हो गया, they are known as myobiont. So the lichens are considered to be the pioneer organism. Decreases in the lichens population in area indicate the air pollution. Okay, so if there is a lichens are not present in any particular area, ठीक है, that means air pollution का ये proof है. So the relationship between algae and the fungi in the lichens. ठीक है, so the lichens, they comprises of the fungus and the algae together. Now अगर fungi और algae together है, how they are helping each other, और किस तरह से उनमें symbiotic relation जो है, both are benefited from each other, how does it goes on? So the algae and the fungi, okay, so algae है और दूसरा क्या होता है? Fungus. So the algae in the lichens belong to which group? That is known as cyanophyceae से belong करेगा, that is a blue-green algae, और chlorophyceae, that is a green algae से belong करेगा. ठीक है, so we can say simply either cyanophyceae or chlorophyceae. And the fungus part, mostly देखोगे आप, ठीक है, 98% in the lichens, the fungal partner that belongs to ascomyces. ठीक है. Now in the remaining, ठीक है, if the remaining the fungal partner अगर 98% तो they will belongs to ascomyces. The remaining the 2% is that basidomycetes भी होते हैं. Basido mostly 2% and they ascomycetes 98%. That means mostly ascomycetes होता है. Now the phytobionts perform the following function. Okay, so photosynthesis का काम करना किसका काम है? Phytobionts, that means the algae. Okay, and nitrogen fixation, it is performed by अगर साइनोबैक्टीरिया है दे विल परफॉर्म दैट. Elaborative vitamins and the other growth substance all will be given by these algae because they are going to perform photosynthesis. मतलब फूड बनाने का रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है एल्गी का. ओके, नाउ अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट मायोबायोन्ट, दैट मीन्स द फंगस. फंगस क्या करते हैं? फंगस एंड एल्गी, हाउ दे आर हेल्पिंग ईच अदर. सो द फंगस परफॉर्म द फॉलोइंग: द प्रोटेक्टिव कवरिंग बॉडी. ओके, एल्गी के जो बॉडी को कवर अप करता है, अटैचमेंट प्रोवाइड करता है जो होस्ट ट्रीज है या प्लांट जिसपे वो ग्रो कर रहे हैं. एब्जॉर्प्शन एंड द रिटेंशन ऑफ द मॉइस्चर. ओके, एब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ द न्यूट्रिएंट्स फ्रॉम द ट्री on which the logs of wood on which they are growing. Okay, so absorption and the retention of the moisture from the dew, rain, wet air. ठीक है, air, moisture, ये सारा absorb करने का काम फंगस का होता है. Absorption of minerals and protection against harmful radiations, ये सारा रोल है फंगस का. Okay, and algae they are going to perform photosynthesis. That means both are benefiting each other. एक दूसरे को वो लोग सपोर्ट करें. Symbiotic relation is going on. So in this way they derive their nutrition and they are beneficial for each. Now the phyobionts part जो है, they provide, we have seen, they provide the food material and the growth substance to the myobiont. Fungus को ये food दे रहा है, and myobiont they will provide protection, water and minerals to the phyobionts. So therefore both are benefited in this association. ठीक है, यहाँ पे दोनों को benefit हो रहा है, and they are showing mutual relation, that is mutually they are being benefited. Okay, and this relation in which both organisms are benefited by each other, it is known as symbiosis, or we can even call it mutualism. Now lichens are common primary colonizer of stressful habitat. They are the major structure that determines the extremely cold environment and extremely dry climate maybe. According to the form of the vegetation or the body, the lichens have been classified also into 5 groups. Lichens को भी बहुत सारे groups में देखा means बांट दिया गया, different types of the habitat या vegetation जहाँ पे वो grow करते हैं. On that basis, the names are different. Crustoses, ठीक है, ये lichens है. Crustoses, foliose, fruticoles, leprose, filamentous, ये क्या है? Different. They are the variety, different types of lichens. Okay, ये सारे लाइकेंस के टाइप्स है. जिस भी वेजिटेशन या जिस भी एनवायरनमेंट में ये ग्रो करते हैं उसके बेस पे इनको नाम दिया गया है. नाउ द इकोनॉमिक इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ दीज लाइकेंस. हाउ आर दीज लाइकेंस इंपॉर्टेंट? ओके, एज अ फूड ऑल्सो. सो फ्यू लाइकेंस, दैट इज क्लैडोनिया, रैंगिफेरना, ठीक है, एज अ फूड दे आर बीन यूज्ड. रेनडियर मॉस भी बोलते हैं इन्हें. ओके, एंड Sertraria islandica, ठीक है, these are used in islands. And even as dyes also, orison as a biological stain. Okay, and it is obtained from Rossella tinctoria. This is the lichen. Now litmus paper जो हम लोग यूज करते केमिस्ट्री में ज्यादातर या केमिकल रिएक्शन के एसिड बेस के टेस्ट में. Okay, so this litmus is obtained from Rossella tinctoria and Lecarnora tartaria. These are the lichens. ठीक है, perfumes are also extracted from the species that is Ramalina, and Evarnia. ये सारे हैं lichens. As a medicines also used, usnic acid from Yersinia. And now Cladonia is a good source of antibiotics and they burn the skins and the wound. ठीक है, for burn skin and wound. जो burn skin and wound को treat करने के लिए the Cladonia, these lichens are used. Fire. Eushnia is responsible for forest fire. Okay, so in this way we have seen the economic importance of the lichens. Now we have came to the end of the whole biological classification. Okay, so yes, biological classification में हमने जो animal kingdom और plant kingdom को नहीं पढ़ा है, because we are going to study them in separate, क्योंकि ये दोनों क्या है, plant kingdom और animal kingdom, they are the separate chapter in class 11. So thank you for watching.